¿Qué tal, mis amigos de boxeo? Maravilla. Y lo bueno se hizo esperar y por fin tenemos las imágenes de la gran pelea desarrollada en el Caribe Royal de Orlando, en donde se presentaron muchísimos argentinos. Y en una de esas presentaciones, el muchacho de Ramos Mejía, Ezequiel, el pollero Bonelli, iba con todas sus ilusiones a aquel país del norte para meter un verdadero batacazo. No les voy a decir el resultado, ¿eh? Así vamos llevando, como hacemos siempre, round a round, las tarjetas de esta muy importante velada. Así que ya sabes, vamos a seguir como hacemos en Instagram, las round a round, las tarjetas.
Now making his way to the ring, Damian Bonelli. This marks pro boxing bout number 35 of Damian Bonelli's career. That has seen him fight in 6 countries. Tonight marks his 4th bout in the United States. Bonelli said, I am always training. I am always in shape. At this stage of my life, boxing for me is fun. Absolutely no pressure.
And he looked the part yesterday in the fighter meetings. Huh, Sean? He looked like a guy who walks around as a fitness trainer. He said, in my house, I have a gym. I'm my own nutritionist. I do everything. I'm in shape.
Y sí, ingresó a ese cuadrilátero, a ese ring, que es como el universo. Tiene muchos problemas y se solucionan a base de los puños y el corazón. El muchacho de Ramos Mejía, al ritmo de luceros, el ojo daltónico, para darle el impulso final, para tocarle esa fibra íntima y meter ese batacazo aquí. Su rival, el múltiple campeón brasileño, campeón panamericano, medallista olímpico, Yamaguchi, el Falcao. Pergaminos no le faltan, pero recuerden, el pollero de Ramos Mejía no la va a ser fácil. No se la va a hacer fácil a este múltiple campeón, tal vez una camada de brasileños de gran renombre. Él es uno de ellos junto a su hermano y a Patrick Teixeira, el brasileño sobre el ring de Orlando. Guerra de Argentina versus Brasil.
Back we go to Jeff Houston. Ladies and gentlemen, from the Caribe Royale Orlando, we are now set for the co-main event. Scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing for the NABA Gold Super Middleweight Championship. Our 3 judges at ringside, Tina Griffith, David Dijon, Thomas Nardone, and our referee in charge of the action at the bell, Chris Young. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight, he wears black. His official weight, 168 pounds. His veterans record stands at 24 victories, 20 big wins coming by way of knockout opposite 10 defeats. From Ramos Mejía, Buenos Aires, Argentina, here is Damian El Pochero Bonelli. And across the ring, his opponent fighting out of the red corner. Tonight he wears white trimmed in the proud colors of Brazil. His official weight, 166.8 pounds. He also holds a veteran's record of 20 victories, 9 wins coming by way of knockout, opposite 1 defeat and 1 draw. In 2012, London, England, he took home an Olympic bronze medal. Here is the current WBC Latino Continental Super Middleweight Champion and the current WBC Feta Caribe Super Middleweight Champion from St. Petersburg, Florida, by way of Serra Espírito Santo, Brazil. Here is Yamaguchi.
Y una presentación más en un ring del mundo. Kurbanov, Murdoch, Hanning, cuevas, rolls interminables, la nómina de grandes figuras a las cuales se enfrentó aquí en el cara previo a las hostilidades, como decían los relatores de antaño. Así que les dejo y disfrutemos esta pelea juntos. Nos vemos entre round y round. Chau, chau.
Yamaguchi Falcao said, I want a fast start. I think I can overwhelm Damian Bonelli quickly and get him out of there. Bonelli said he has an Olympic style. It's very technical. Nothing I haven't seen before. Round number one. White trunks with the Brazilian flag for Falcao. Black trunks for Bonelli. Good right jab from Falcao to start the very first round. Coming out and setting that pace. Letting Bonelli know, hey, look, this is my fight, and you're going to fight at my pace. You see him on the front foot being aggressive already, Sean. Good body shot. Big jab, big body shot indeed. Hook to the body with that left hand from the southpaw stance. Into the pocket comes Bonelli. And to his credit, Sean, Bonelli has been in with a lot of very good prospects and a lot of very good fighters. Guys who, you know, are going on to that championship level. Guys who are in the middle of the road maybe a little before they got to the championship level. So Bonelli's seen a lot of very good styles, and he's not the most offensive guy, but he does know how to protect himself. So it's Falcao's job to go in there and make him decide he doesn't want to continue this fight. That was a low blow recognized by referee Chris Young. Not even a flinch from Damian Bonelli. Bonelli hasn't seemed bothered by anything all week. He wasn't. You saw him in the fighter meeting. His demeanor, he was very calm. You know, it's impossible not to like the guy. But he's like, look, I have fun in the ring. I've seen things he's never seen, and I'm going to, take control in there. And he's the one who's got to come in and fight the great fight. I don't have any pressure. He's got all the pressure, and that's difficult. It was an awkward swing and a miss from Falcao. Falcao in that southpaw stance. Stiff jab on the turn. Bonelli now stepping in with the right hand. A shot from Bonelli. You see a very unorthodox Bonelli, and sometimes when you're a good amateur like Falcao, it's very tough to get those guys who punch from different angles than you're used to. Those high-level amateur fighters and those really good pros. You get a rugged guy from South America who shoots those overhand rights, lead left hooks, very unconventional, can be very tough to defend. Stalemate, center of the ring. 1:10 remaining, round number one of our co-main. Leaping in with the naked right hand. Falcao now stepping into the gap with the right hand. There's the straight left hand. Got him with a good check right hook, Sean, a second ago, and that got the attention of Bonelli. Bonelli left himself open, leaping in with that right hand without the jab setup. Double jab now from Falcao. One thing you never want to do as a fighter, Sean, is let your feet leave the canvas. Those feet always need to be planted firmly so you can get power, so you can make a defensive move. Good left hand from Falcao in the corner. Bonelli just shrugs, throws the left to get another naked right hand. Falcao seems surprised by that punch. On jab now from Damian Bonelli. First round, both guys seem pretty relaxed, pretty posed. Nobody seems too uptight. You see Falcao kind of settling in, but the awkwardness of Bonelli makes it a little difficult for Falcao to really impose his will early on. See the rangefinder jab from Bonelli, sticking his left arm out, just setting the range. Good left hand from Falcao a second ago. Final seconds, round number one, Yamaguchi Falcao versus Damian Bonelli.
Y estamos en el corte comercial. Terminó Yamaguchi Falcao con buenos golpes, pero el argentino con buen paso de retroceso desactivó la potencia de Yamaguchi Falcao, que comenzó bien el round con un jab de rompimiento, pero Bonelli fue más continuo en el trabajo desde la contra, con un buen derechazo desde las cuerdas que llegó a pleno, y luego combinaba bien con ese izquierdazo, con ese jab, utilizándolo tanto como jab y como cross para combinar la derecha. Un trabajo más continuo de Bonelli. Buen round del muchacho de Ramos Mejía.
Seconds out called, set for round number two. Boxing referee Chris Young again leaping in, this time with the left hand is Damian Bonelli. And make Falcao take a backward step. Bonelli with the right hand. Good overhand right, very awkward. You see him kind of lunge in with the left shoulder, kind of look down at the same time he shoots the overhand right. It kind of makes Falcao think, hey, look, here comes the left hand, because that's a conventional punch. Nope, here comes the overhand right, and definitely got the attention of Falcao, even though it wasn't a clean shot. Bonelli initiating that clinch. Very veteran move. What's this at his pace? You can tell definitely a stop-start, BJ.
You can tell by the temperament of Bonelli, he doesn't want Falcao to get in any kind of rhythm. He wants to stand on the outside, lunge in with awkward punches, and kind of keep Falcao off him. If you're in the corner of Falcao, you said, look, get your right hand, get your right jab going, attack that body, take that body. Don't even worry about the head. Just attack that body and get him used to that. And then later in the rounds, we'll bring up the headshots and we'll make him pay.
Bonelli again throwing the two without the one. There's a lead left hook. Straight left hand right back from Yamaguchi Falcao. Big right.
And that's the key punch right there, Sean. That's the punch he got to land if he wants to set up those power shots. Good left hand from Bonelli.
Bolo punch with the rear right hand from Bonelli. Falcao, I guarantee you, BJ, in his high-level sparring, just does not see this in the gym.
He might have seen it in his early professional days, from the streets of Brazil. He kind of came up in an area, a geographical area where a lot of raw fighters, a lot of tough fighters from Brazil. You see guys like Acelino Freitas. Not too many champions came out of Brazil, but, Falcao shows a lot of poise from being from that country.
Right hook to the body. And right back. Falcao trying to turn up the intensity. Bonelli dipping his head in, getting the break, and a veteran move.
And again, though, Sean, from Falcao, it's just too much head hunting. He's got to go to the body and focus on those shots downstairs to set up the headshots. He's looking for the knockout.
Sweeping left hand from Bonelli, then the right hand. Counter left hand by Falcao, again into the clinch. 55 seconds remaining, round number 2.
And you can see why Bonelli survives these fights. It's the kind of fight he likes. Stay on the outside. Falcao gets a little bit of a rhythm, then he jumps in with that awkward shot, that right hand, that lead left hook, and keeps just enough distance to get through these rounds. So Falcao's got to step up and step on the gas in the next few rounds to get this guy out of here.
Shades of Zaire, 1974. You see Bonelli laying back on the ropes, baiting in Falcao.
Good right jab from Falcao. That's the shot. Good right hand.
Bonelli sweeping again, throwing a lot of twos without the one is Damian Bonelli in this fight. Stop-start tempo, continually disrupting the timing of Yamaguchi Falcao. Closing stages, round number 2.
Good right hand from Bonelli. He got caught with a good left hand with the counter shot from Falcao.
Good left hand, then the right hand to follow from Falcao just before the bell that ends the second round.
Kid's tough, Sean. He came to fight, and he didn't get the memo that he was supposed to be an early knockout victim to the bronze medalist.
Muy bien, muy bien. Estamos trabajando muy bien. Están trabajando, está trabajando muy arriba. Trabajando abajo y plantate. Bueno, fíjate, no levante la cabeza. No levante la cabeza y empezás a meter con goleado. Volvé con el goleado izquierdo.
Y los dejé un ratito con la excelente explicación desde el rincón de Alejandro Fagiga, en donde le decía la pera contra el pecho, un poco más con las piernas flexionadas para buscar más las zonas bajas de Yamaguchi, que no esté tan erguido, pero el muchacho de Ramos Mejía comenzó muy agresivo el round, en donde pegó abajo y arriba, y luego cuando Yamaguchi lo apretaba excelentemente, salía con esa izquierda tanto en cross para girarle e irse de la zona de guerra, y a su vez, como todo zurdo, lo madrugó con la derecha. Buen round nuevamente del muchacho de Ramos Mejía. Vamos al tercero.
That's the punch I want to see right there, Sean. That left hand of the body. Little touch jab, shift jab up top, and then that left hand of the body to change levels and get Bonelli to start thinking, hey, I'm coming downstairs. And then later in the rounds, we come upstairs and put the lights out.
More head movement from Falcao thus far in round 3 than we've seen in either round 1 or round 2.
And the head movement does 2 things, Sean. It stops Bonelli from punching so much, and it makes him a more difficult target to hit. So 2 things he's accomplishing right now by moving the head as he's coming forward. Limiting the offense of Bonelli and also making it more difficult to hit.
Left on the inside. Falcao now stepping into the pocket. Circling out is Bonelli. Bonelli stepping in with the right hand again. Bonelli's been finding a home for that right hand without the jab setup. And a right hand right back from Yamaguchi Falcao.
Bonelli caught him with a big overhand right on the top of the head. And that's that awkward shot I'm talking about. That kind of Ricardo Mayorga type Nicaraguan South American power that he brought in. That was a big shot. Falcao came back nicely with a stiff right jab, but he's got to be careful.
Most of the power from Falcao has been in the one, his right hand from the southpaw stance. We've not seen a lot of power shots with his left hand thus far in this fight, BJ.
Good body shots right there. That's what I'm looking for from the young Falcao. Go to the body of Bonelli. Forget about the head. Make him set his feet, make him go downstairs and protect down low, and then bring it up top.
Better round for Yamaguchi Falcao. Not that he didn't win rounds 1 and 2, but winning more decisively in round 3. And on that, on cue, he takes the overhand right. Another overhand right from Damian Bonelli.
Big right hand from Bonelli. And look, he told us yesterday, I'm going to come in to win the fight. And he's fighting like a fighter who didn't show up for a payday. He actually wants to win. He's trying to land a big shot and get Falcao out of here.
Nothing on that left hook from Bonelli. Falcao again. There's that hard jackhammer right hand. A lot of power in that jab.
And that's that jab I'm talking about, off that back leg, pushing and getting that power from the lower half, using that right jab as a tool, not only just a rangefinder to set up the left hand, but as a power stiff jab when he activates his legs like that. Very good shot from Falcao.
Now jab from Falcao. Hear the call of stop from referee Chris Young.
Fight clean, baby.
Well done from Chris Young. Decisive, right back to it, no histrionics. 25 seconds remaining, round 3. Bonelli again leaping in with the right hand. That's a push, a slip. Ruled correctly as such by Chris Young.
You see the awkwardness of Bonelli leaping in with those hard power shots. Falcao's got to keep working his shot, keep working his jab, and start the time whenever Bonelli tries to jump in.
Good left hand in that sequence. Left jab from Damian Bonelli. We're through 3 rounds. We will move to round 4.
Muy buen round, muy buen tercer round, en donde en momentos los dos se plantaron en la mitad del ring y repartieron golpes arriba y abajo, en donde comenzó Yamaguchi Falcao tratando de dominar el ring, pero con esos cambios de dirección intempestivos que realiza Bonelli se le complicó al mismo Yamaguchi Falcao, en donde Bonelli trabaja muy bien con esa izquierda en cross boleada, que esta vez la combinó con la derecha y, como te dije, se plantó a un intercambio de golpes contra Yamaguchi Falcao, haciendo de esta vuelta muy pero muy atractiva. Muy buena pelea de Bonelli, muy buena presentación en Orlando, e insisto, los cambios intempestivos en el ritmo de las peleas lo complican en demasía al de Brasil. Lo tengo arriba al pollero Bonelli.
Bonelli has been opening up, throwing a lot of power right hands.
Big left hand from Falcao a second ago, and something he did very smart, Sean. When he shot the left hand, he maintained his range and didn't fall in. He allowed him to keep punching low blow there a second ago.
Time called by Chris Young on the low blow. Bonelli now has up to 5 minutes to recover.
All right.
Bonelli takes about 5 seconds, right back to it. And starts back with a leaping left hook. Bonelli is a fun fighter.
He is, and he told us that yesterday. He said, look, I'm going to go in there and have fun, and this is one of the few times where a fighter actually does exactly what he said he was going to do in the fighter meetings. Love it.
Now, coach trying to rip through all of the awkwardness, all of the unconventional movement, punches, setups of Damian Bonelli.
And that's, Sean, that's the range right there where Bonelli is safe. He's able to get in. He's able to, get a clinch. Falcao can't look at the referee to save him there and break up the action. He's got to force the issue and use that right forearm to gain distance as that measure to really keep Bonelli in range right there to where Bonelli's unable to tie him up and he gets these rhythms.
Big hooks with the right hand to the head from Bonelli after Falcao was hooking hard to the body.
Falcao needs to step right to him now, not give him time to relax and reset. Again, don't fall in. Right here, good. Keep that range. Use that right forearm and that right hand as a measure to put Bonelli right back where he wants him.
Slight swelling under Bonelli's right eye. Has been a jackhammer jab from Falcao throughout this fight thus far. 125 remaining, round 4.
It hasn't been enough though, Sean. He needs to be more consistent with that right jab. He's able to land it almost every time he shoots it at will, and it just hasn't been enough. I'd like to see that jab another 15 to 20 times per round.
Well, we just saw a 2-3-3 combo from Damian Bonelli. Not what I'm guessing you're teaching in the gym.
He comes with some weird angles. Good shot by Bonelli. You just got to love the guy's fighting spirit.
There's that rear right uppercut, almost a bullet punch again. The thing for Bonelli is that it's working. He has accomplished 24 wins in his pro boxing boxing career.
Good right hook, left hand by Falcao a second ago. That hurt him. Again, right here, Sean, is where he's got to maintain that range and that distance. Put Bonelli where he wants him to really punish him.
Forward pressure again from Yamaguchi Falcao. 35 seconds remaining. Good rear left hand to the body from the Brazilian Falcao. Getting late here in round number 4.
Now you see Bonelli starting to get a little sloppy right here. It's round 4, middle stages of the fight. This is where you can really start to take advantage of these middle-of-the-road guys. Falcao has got to use his right jab now. He can hit him at will and can walk in and use that right jab as a battering ram. He can set up the left hand of the body.
Bonelli claimed that he took the accidental headbutt fight on from Chris Young just to all watch the heads. That's the end of the round.
Y un round muy parejo, difícil de puntuar, que generalmente este tipo de rounds cerraditos van para el lado del muchacho de la promotora, que en este caso es Yamaguchi, el Falcao, pero el pollero nuevamente ingresó muy agresivo con esa izquierda en cross boleada, que esta vez la combinó más con la derecha en las zonas altas, llegando en variadas oportunidades. Eso sí, Yamaguchi con el 1-2 sobre las cuerdas, cuando Bonelli se queda sobre las cuerdas, pudo perforar en un par de ocasiones, pero en sí fue muy cerradito, muy parejo. Y no se deje llevar por el de la gente, ni los golpes de potencia a las zonas blandas que generalmente quedan en los codos defensivos de Bonelli. Muy buena pelea del pollero. Este round, insisto, pudo haber ido para cualquier lado, más parejo que los anteriores, y por ende va para el lado del muchacho de la promotora. Vamos al quinta vuelta, haciéndole el aguante al muchacho de Ramos Mejía.
Underneath the belt of Bonelli. He didn't take much time to recover, though, did he, Sean?
First low blow in round number 1, he didn't even flinch. On that, time called by Chris Young, 5 seconds on the clock, 5 minutes on the clock. He took about 5 seconds and right back to it. Then re-entered with a leaping left hook. Round number 5.
This is the pace, the temperament, and the type of, the way Falcao's coming out at the beginning of this round with the meter. This is where he needs to be right here. Head moving, head off the center, sliding in. Big left hand,
big left hand. Hardest shot landed in this fight.
Bonelli's hurt, and he's got to press the issue. Falcao's got to make him miss one more time, touch Bonelli to the body, and reinforce, hey, look, you're hurt, and I'm going to show you.
Left hand again. Bonelli, perhaps if that was in the center of the ring, would have gone down, fell right back into the ropes, but not dramatically enough for Chris Young to rule a knockdown is saved by the ropes, because Bonelli's ropes were ropes 4 and 3, the top 2 ropes. Had it been on the lower ropes, possibly would have been ruled as a knockdown, but just simply too close to the ropes. But the end result, that was a hard left hand by Falcao.
Good straight left hand. He set it up with the lead right hand, got Bonelli to reach, and then dropped the left hand right down the pipe. Good shot, and good body shot. That's what I want to see out of Falcao.
Breaking this, Falcao has looked in this fight. Counter on the left hand, and the right hand by Bonelli. Bonelli firing back after taking big punishment. Left hand from Falcao, right hand from Bonelli, right uppercut.
Now this is where Falcao, Sean, needs to stay calm and stay relaxed, stay poised. Don't get rushed, don't get rattled by the more experienced fighters, and just continue to land his straight shots and not get caught up in the crowd. Stay relaxed.
We've seen Falcao open up, and then Bonelli throwing right back. Finding those gaps is the Argentine dummy and Bonelli. Risk and reward. 70 seconds remaining, round number 5. The overhand right from Falcao. The jab, stepping right hand, counter right hand.
Good shot there from Falcao a second ago. He needs to start timing Bonelli when he jumps in like that. We're in round 5 now, and he's got to take advantage of an experienced fighter. Not necessarily an experienced fighter, but a fighter who's making a tactical and fundamental error by jumping in like that. Falcao, with his level of experience, he needs to start timing Bonelli when he jumps in.
Hard jab to right hand from Bonelli. The hard one right back from the southpaw stance for Falcao.
Falcao looks a little armware here to me, Sean. He does. He hasn't done anything in about 30 seconds. He emptied the clip a little bit on that combination when he thought he hurt Bonelli, and he hasn't done much in the last 45 seconds.
Bonelli suddenly a lot more rolls, level changes than we've seen in this fight. See with that Rear left uppercut is Yamaguchi Falcao. Back to the jab.
The most exhausting thing in boxing, Sean, is to miss power punches and miss big punches. If Falcao would go to the body, he wouldn't miss those punches, and he'd find a lot more accuracy.
To the halfway line of our main event. Final seconds, round number 5. Step in left hook from Bonelli. Falcao with his back against the ropes. Next up, round 6.
Good end of the round for Bonelli. He really turned on the gas there, and you just gotta love the fighting spirit of the 43-year-old fighter.
Qué clásico Argentina-Brasil en Orlando estamos teniendo, en donde Yamaguchi Falcao presionó de una forma correcta, lo hizo girar para el lado importante de Yamaguchi, o sea, la izquierda, para meterla a fondo, lo mandó hacia las cuerdas al muchacho de Ramos Mejías, y a partir de ahí fue tal vez el trabajo más continuo de Yamaguchi, porque pudo a su vez realizar una combinación de 4 golpes con ascendentes en la corta luego de dicha situación, en donde, ojo, Bonelli se prendió y contestó, pero tal vez más que todo estuvo marcado este round por ese trabajo más continuo de Yamaguchi cuando pudo meter esa izquierda a fondo, pero igualmente round muy cerradito, peleón.
But again, for Yamaguchi Falcao, we talked about it. Serena Morales at the beginning of our broadcast. This isn't just about winning for the Olympic bronze medalist from the 2012 London Games, Yamaguchi Falcao. It's about winning with authority, with emphasis.
And he's landed some good shots, Sean. He's doing well. He just, I would like to see him, like I said, get the right jab going a little more, staying calm and composed in those pockets whenever Bonelli's lunging at him, and timing Bonelli when he jumps in, not just allowing him to shoot the punches and then get his distance.
Bonelli being a bit playful, waving the right hand, lead left uppercut to the body. Right to the body now from Falcao. Being a little more playful, you see the slips, the rolls, perhaps sensing some frustration from his Brazilian opponent, Yamaguchi Falcao. Cross-arm defense now from the Argentine, Damian Bonelli.
And you see Bonelli, he's so awkward on the inside, but he's not really too comfortable in there either. He's better at range leaping in. He's not exactly sure where to put his head, where to put his feet to land those short, crisp shots on the inside. Falcao's getting more work done on the in close.
Falcao this time claiming accidental butt of heads. Right on, says Chris Young.
But that's what happens when you face an awkward guy like Bonelli, jumping in with the lunging overhand rights, the long left hooks. Very unorthodox. Heads come together, especially when you got a southpaw against an orthodox fighter.
Bonelli getting pawing with the left hand, loading up with the right. That looked low. Nothing from Chris Young, nothing from Falcao. 1-2 right back from Yamaguchi Falcao. That was effective in a snap jab from Bonelli.
It was, and you know what? This is one of those fights, Sean, where maybe it's not super close on the scorecards, but it's a competitive fight. You know, Bonelli's definitely in the fight. He's got the attention of the crowd and the attention of us with some of those power shots.
Sweeping right hand from Falcao.
Good right hand. Good jab.
60 seconds remaining, round 6 of our co-main. At stake, the currently vacant NABA Gold Super Middleweight title.
I want you to take a peek. Good left hand by Falcao. Second, we'll take a peek at Bonelli when he's coming forward over that lead left leg. He's in position to be hit with uppercuts from Falcao. If Falcao will take a little step back or lean back, he can leverage those uppercuts when he's got the fighter on his front leg like that. Very difficult to get out of the way of those punches whenever you're so intent on coming forward like Bonelli is right here. Pick him off with those jab uppercuts, hook uppercut, right hand uppercut. Any of those shots will hit a fighter like Bonelli coming in, being so aggressive.
Falcao stepping in, now looking to turn Bonelli. Bonelli putting his back off of the ropes, trying to push the fight back to the center of the ring. Forward pressure from Falcao. Falcao, there's a big left hand. Another left hand on the downward punch. Right hand, right back. Falcao again trying to turn up the pressure. Next stop, round 7.
Y se nos da la 6ª vuelta. Ya hemos pasado el meridiano de la pelea. Ya comenzamos la finalización. Se nos está pasando rapidísimo. Eso señal que esta pelea es muy, pero muy buena, muy cambiante esta Argentina-Brasil, en donde la vuelta 6ª tal vez fue lo que menos pasó. No hubo mucha variedad de golpes, no hubo intensidad de ninguno de los dos lados. Se remitieron a
Bonelli a meter esa izquierda en punta, en jab, mejor dicho, que lo está haciendo bien, que Yamaguchi no le puede encontrar la solución, y a su vez el brasileño con su izquierda en directo llegó en un par de ocasiones, insisto, round parejo porque fue de los rounds en pelea en el cual menos pasó. Eh, Acá hay algo raro observado. Se acaba de sentar Bonelli, pero si ya pasó el minuto que terminó la pelea. Acá pasa algo raro en la transmisión. Me quedo un ratito más para, antes de pasar a los relatores en Orlando, porque ¿qué es lo que estoy viendo? Están pasando la repetición de esta parte de la pelea que no la recuerdo, no la registro. Acá sí se levanta para ir a la siguiente vuelta, que es la séptima. Si no llevo mal las cuentas, ese apretar de Bonelli tampoco lo recuerdo que haya pasado en la vuelta que les mencioné, en la última vuelta, en la sexta. Vamos a ver que comienza el round y saltamos a la novena vuelta. Ya me parecía algo extraño porque había terminado la pelea, había terminado el round, perdón, y se volvía, cuando volvió a las imágenes, se volvía a sentar Bonelli. Algo pasó, se comieron desde la transmisión el séptimo y el octavo round. Son esas triquiñuelas de las promotoras, de las televisoras, que obviamente no querían que veamos algo en el séptimo y en el octavo. Insisto, Yamaguchi Falcao lo dejo aparte de este tema porque no necesita de estas cuestiones. Es un excelente campeón, pero sí desde la promotora se ve que no quería que veamos el séptimo ni el octavo round. Saltamos directamente al noveno. ¿Por qué no habrán querido que veamos esa séptima y octava vuelta? Porque veníamos, insisto, venía muy pareja la pelea, en donde yo lo tenía arriba a Bonelli. Será cuestión que esa séptima y octava vuelta hubo una diferencia tal que cuando escuchemos la tarjeta no se condice con lo que pasó. Estas tres quiñuelas son así, e insisto, que falten el séptimo y el octavo round avalan mi postura, que tan mal la pelea no la estaba viendo. Tal vez no pasan el séptimo round por esto.
Got caught in a situation where he had the guy hurt, didn't take his time, and rushed a very dangerous Bonelli, and he caught him with a hard shot. He hurt Falcao. Falcao's still in trouble here.
Left hook again from Damian Bonelli. Bonelli to the inside. 45 seconds remaining, round 9. Stop, start, BJ for Damian Bonelli.
He is. He's making the fight really awkward, and I'm just not seeing what I need to see from Falcao to say, hey, he's ready for a guy like Demetrius Andrade. He's ready for a David Benavidez. He's ready for a Caleb Plant. He needs to be more consistent with the guys like Bonelli. You got to get these kind of guys out of there as tough as Bonelli is, and Falcao hasn't been able to stick to the game plan or be consistent enough, long enough to get the job done tonight. Still going to win the fight, but I'm just, if I'm being a critic.
You've certainly earned that right. As a fighter, as a champion, as a trainer. Good left hand from Falcao. Double overhand right, somewhat awkward, landed partially on the gloves. Left to the body. Up next, the 10th and final round.
Bueno amigos, volvemos a la pelea editada por la promotora, por la televisora en Orlando, y nos metemos en esta novena vuelta en donde Yamaguchi trabajó mejor desde la contra, facilitado tal vez por el ir a tratar de quedarse con los últimos rounds del pollero Bonelli. Lo hizo tal vez muy lineal propiciando la contra, el 1-2 con la izquierda a fondo, que llegaron un par de ocasiones para quedarse, a mi forma de entender, con esta novena vuelta. Vamos a la décima.
The beginning of our broadcast, the debut of Ultravox on Valley Sports. DJ, you and I said if this fight ended unanimous decision across the board, 97-93 for Yamaguchi Falcao, we would be happy. I think we might be headed to 97-93.
I think I got it more 98-92, maybe 99-91. 8 rounds to 2-ish. But look, Bonelli's for better or for worse. He came, he put his heart on the sleeve. He really came to fight today, and he did not get the memo. I did not come to lose, and he definitely tried to get Falcao out of there round number 6. Did he, Sean?
Absolutely. Bonelli, for me, on my very unofficial scorecard, has won at least 2 rounds.
Yes.
Falcao was definitely hurt.
Affected greatly by the punches, and you got to give Bonelli credit for that. He's the aggressor here in round 10 again.
You're a believer in moral victories. This is what one looks like for Damian Bonelli. It's the 2012 Olympic bronze medalist from Brazil, Yamaguchi Falcao.
I mean, this sport of boxing, Sean, teaches you not to believe anything you hear in the fighter meetings. But this is a rare situation where Bonelli actually came in and backed up what he said he would do against a very quality opponent.
Our fighter meetings yesterday, Falcao said, I want to be more aggressive. I've been working on that in training. I think that theme will continue after this fight.
And he needs to be. And gets a guy like Bonelli, it's obviously very tough to be aggressive the entire time, but you have to take advantage of those little pockets where you catch him and hurt him and gives attention, because they might not come around again. So when you get that, a seasoned pro is going to take you out. And Falcao still needs to work on finishing. You see 9 knockouts out of 20 fights. He's not a big knockout puncher. Definitely hurts you, but you still got to work on that closing technique.
120 remaining, 10th and final round of our co-main. Again to the winner, the currently vacant NABA Gold Super Middleweight title.
Good left jab a second. Good
overhand right. Smile on the face of Damian Bonelli, walks forward. Swelling now under the right eye. Bonelli will not be a factor in this fight.
Nice left hook from Bonelli.
On jab again from Bonelli. Loading up the 2. There's the 2. Spinning off his Falcao. Oh, hard right jab again. I go back to it, BJ. That, for me, has not just been his most effective punch, it's been his hardest punch.
It has. It's a punch that he can land it well, and it's a punch. Good left hook from Bonelli, and it's a punch that I wish he would have been a little more consistent with in the beginning if he wanted to land his power.
Bonelli now really opening up. 30 seconds remaining in this fight. Cross-arm defense again. Awkward overhand right on the miss from Falcao.
Good defense. Bonelli using that cross guard and making sure to move down to the top of his head. Just an experienced, savvy move. From a guy who's been there with a lot of good fighters for a lot of rounds.
Smirk on the face of Bonelli. Straight right hand, the left hand. Bonelli stepping in again. Falcao circling out. Falcao misses with the left. With the right hand. Bonelli the right hand, the left. Lands the final 2.
Y gran última vuelta del pollero. Terminó apretando, fue a buscarlo, terminó apretando y se despidió con una combinación contra las cuerdas que llegaron a pleno sobre la humanidad de Yamaguchi y Falcao. Y vamos a las tarjetas en esta pelea que se hizo sinceramente cortísima, por lo bueno que fue, por lo atractiva, por lo punzante de ambos lados y además por la edición que le aplicaron los muchachos de Valley Sport y la promotora de dicho evento para que no pudiéramos ver ni la séptima ni la octava vuelta. ¿Por qué habrá sido que no quisieron que veamos esas 2 vueltas? Las triquiñuelas del boxeo, eso nunca se van a terminar y obviamente está relacionado a lo que vamos a escuchar en las tarjetas y que la gente no vea lo que pasó en esas 2 vueltas. En lo personal, yo tenía dentro del espectro que faltan 2 vueltas, acuérdense de eso, tenía el round 1, 2, 3 y el 10º para el nuestro, el 4, el 5, el 9 y el 6 para Yamaguchi, y dentro de esos rounds, el cuarto y el noveno pudo haber ido para cualquiera de los dos lados. Fueron muy parejos. O sea que en esta mini pelea que les mostré, porque faltan 2 rounds, estaban equilibrados. Y esas 2 vueltas que quedaron en el éter, que nadie sabrá nunca más cómo fueron, podrían haber inclinado la balanza para el lado del muchacho de Ramos Mejías. Por algo no quisieron mostrarla. Y es más, y en esa séptima vuelta, en donde Bonelli tuvo un pasaje muy favorable, tal vez, en donde se demostró o donde se vio una mayor diferencia entre uno y otro contendiente, porque Yamaguchi sintió la mano, las rodillas se le doblaron y estuvo a segundos de voltearlo. Vamos al fallo.
And now we go to our judges for the decision. Judge Griffith scores the fight 98-97. David DeJong scores the bout 97-93. And Thomas Nardone scores the bout 99-91 for the winner by unanimous decision and new NABA Gold
And the new, dicen, y ya tenían la mano levantada de Yamaguchi, como sabían que iba a ganar. 97-93, 98-92 y una tarjeta algo graciosa, por decirlo de alguna forma, un 99-91, las tarjetas en decisión unánime para el campeón brasileño que se queda con este título. Nava, lamentablemente, insisto, esas 2 vueltas quedarán en el éter y nos quedará ese sabor agridulce que podría haber ido para el lado del pollero. Amigos de Boxeo Maravilla, fue un gusto presentarles este material en exclusiva. Lamento las 2 vueltas editadas, pero no están en mis manos. Amigos de Boxeo Maravilla, felicitaciones al pollero y a todos sus fans, que son un montón. Chau chau.